When a brand new expansion is announced, we as players get a chance to hope for whatever we would like to see in the game to actually happen. Who the hell hoped for the selfie camera? No matter how unrealistic or minor said thing is. What's next, a fidget spinner? This video is exactly that, my own personal hopes and wishes for this next expansion, whether it's topical or longing for old elements to make a return. Whatever it is, any new expansion might be able to deliver it, so I thought it would be a fun thing to just put out there and see what happens. These are just my thoughts, my hopes and wishes for the next expansion, okay? So yeah, just know that. Okay, let's start with the less topical ones and let's see where we go from here. A better leveling experience is my first one because they are introducing this whole new leveling scaling feature where a continent like Northrend suddenly goes from 10 levels to being relevant for 20 levels. So you can go from what 70 to 90. This is a great feature, by the way. I love this. Then you can finish the zones and you can finish the quest lines if you haven't a lot of people haven't, for example, gotten to Ice Crown Citadel, for example. They haven't traveled through the whole Ice Crown zone and then got all the way to the Citadel, right? But now people can actually finish the whole zone and actually without it getting irrelevant or not have any experience to give. So that's great. That's a great feature, but I would like a better leveling experience in the form of, the fact that we can basically mow over anything. We can just slaughter anything we see. Basically one-shot most things if you have heirlooms on, right? I guess it goes all the way up to like Draenor or something and then it gets a little harder. But the problem is that the leveling experience from 1 to 100 right now is pretty boring, right? It's like you get a quest, you kill 10 bears, you one-shot every bear or something, right? That's basically it. There's no danger like in BC or something, or vanilla even. And I do know that we get classic servers now, which is great. I'm pretty excited for that. But I still love the retail game, the current game, to actually be a bit harder, be a bit more like a game, because when you level from 1 to 100, and even without heirlooms, you still basically one-shot a lot of things, or at least 3-shot or whatever, right? So I think it would be a great thing to just tune them up a little bit, all the mobs a little bit, so they actually have some danger to them. Because right now you could basically, as a hunter, you could run through a bunch of mobs or something and just let your pet kill them, right? And you would never be in any danger because you could just let your pet kill them. Back in the day, the pet would fucking die, or it would get unsatisfied because you didn't feed it or something, and it would just leave you, and then you would be there all alone. I don't know. This is just a thought of mine, a casual thought of mine, if you will. Let's go on to number 2. Okay, this might seem very minor to most people, and I wouldn't blame you, but to me, this is the most passionate I've ever been. This is the most passionate topic I'll bring up today, okay? Basically, I want old animations back. I want my Wind Fury back, Blizzard. Where did the Wind Fury animation go? Why did they remove that? It was the coolest animation in the whole game, basically. That's the reason I played Enhancement Shaman, was because of Wind Fury. And they suddenly just removed it. It just vanished. A Doomhammer with Wind Fury. No, that's too epic. That's too epic. We can't even keep that standard up to any other class, So we have to keep that back. We have to remove Wind Fury and just give them a Doomhammer. Fuck that. Also, in Battle for Azeroth, the Warlocks get new spell effects, but we are left without our precious Wind Fury. Blizzard, please bring back Wind Fury. I'm taking a stand, Blizzard. I'm rallying every shaman there is. No, actually, I'm gonna take the whole community of World of Warcraft. Every player who has ever played, 100 million people, we are gonna rally against this injustice and give shamans their rightful Wind Fury back. Because having this animation again would make it even more satisfying to kill whatever the hell this nightmarish creature is supposed to be. I'm not even sorry for this rant, okay? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who want Wind Fury back, and I'm sure there's even more classes and shit that needs some other animations back, some old animations, because there's probably a lot of people who miss some of the old things, okay? I would like to see some more creative world quests. I mean, the Broken Isles ones were great. You could ride a cat and just hit the mana things, and then you would get the thing, and it was fun to do. It was something different than the normal quests and the whole puzzles and stuff. But on Argus, we didn't really get any of that. We mostly got a kill this, a kill that, and then that was basically it. Like, and most of them were even like kill one single thing, person, whatever. And I'd just like some more of those puzzles, some more of those interesting world quests that just mix it up a bit, you know, and it isn't just a kill or retrieve something quest, you know, just more of those. That's my whole point basically. So let's move on. Now with the whole reveal of this expansion, we found out that there's gonna be an alliance and horde storyline, you know, them clashing together and making like a fourth war or something. But they also told us that Ashara is gonna come in like a raid tier after the first one, the first troll raid I think it is. Basically what I would like to see is when the Alliance and Horde are at each other's throat the most. That's when the old guard swoop in, right? Ensoth, Ashara, all these other things, and then we end the expansion with something much larger than we began. Kind of like with the Legion, where we got this this whole storyline where we began, you know, clearing the Broken Isles, and then we moved on to Suramar and whatever, and then we went to the Legion's home world. You know, it just expanded the whole expansion. I just said that. It expanded the whole storyline. Basically, and that just gives a lot more of an epic and kind of like you progress more when you take steps up the stairs instead of just staying on one floor, which I kind of felt like when we were in Draenor, basically, because that nothing there really felt that important or anything. Maybe only Archimon's fight and Manoroth's fight, and that's basically it. But I would like to see this old guard influence come in like the third or second patch or whatever. And yeah, that's basically what I would like to see. And call that a prediction, if you will. Just know where you got that idea from. I bet everybody already expected this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway, okay? And the last thing is less RNG, please. Just less RNG in combat, in loot, in everything. I know loot has to have some kind of RNG, you know, with what loot actually drops, but I would like to see a bit less of the whole, you know, this is indestructible, this is Warforged, this is Titanforge and whatever. And I did see the Jesse Cox interview with Eon, and he said that they are gonna tune that a bit. When you get something like indestructible, it just feels meaningless and insignificant compared to something like Warforged or Titanforged or a gem. You know, there's a big difference. Who even cares about the fact that you're gonna spare like 20 gold whenever you repair, right? That's not really worth the damage boost, you know, the damage boost that you would get from a socket, for example, right? So I hope they fix this whole reinforcement system, loot reinforcement system, because I don't know, it's just something that has been bugging me for a while. And yeah, that's what my opinion is on these 5 things. Let me know what you think about my my points about something else that should be fixed, or that you have casual hopes for in Battle for Azeroth. And you know, just to conclude, my thoughts on Battle for Azeroth is basically, lore-wise, I'm a bit underwhelmed. That's alright to say, right? But I think that they are actually gonna turn it around and make it even better than Legion, perhaps, if they make a whole Old Guard expansion, because I've been wanting that for a long time. And yeah, I think in terms of PvP, in terms of features, gameplay and stuff, I think it's way ahead of what has ever been shown at a BlizzCon for an expansion. And of course, there's Sandalar and Culturas, where I actually think that Alliance got the better end, because Culturas just looks amazing with the high plains and, you know, just mountains and lakes and whatever. And while the Sandalari zones basically look like something that Horde would actually take, because they live in the slums, basically, right? And that's my thoughts on this new expansion. It's basically, most of it was freestyle, so I'll have to apologize for all of that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and sorry for being absent the past a month and a half or something. Yeah, I think I'm back now. I hope I'm back. I have an RP video recorded, the 3rd episode of Farsia Kakio, actually. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how that goes and to see what you guys think of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave before I say yeah 5 more times. Bye.